Welcome to the program, Ricky.
Welcome. Thank you very much for having me, Craig.
It's a great pleasure. Now, you've been doing some very exciting things recently. We're going to come on to American Sniper and working with Clint Eastwood, no less, in a moment or two. But lots of exciting things happening to you just recently.
I'm sorry, can you say that again?
I said there's lots of exciting things happening to you, apart from just working with Clint Eastwood, no less, but you've been very, very busy.
Yes, sir. I mean, that's my hustle. I try and work every single day towards my acting career and keep busy every day doing something to make it better.
Yeah. Well, last time we spoke, you'd just been working with Ellen pardon me, some pronunciation problems there. Dangerous on the Ellen show, and you were doing the sideways belly roll and stuff like that. But there's lots happened since then. You've been on the Oscars.
Yeah. When I was on the Ellen show, it was so much fun. I did my sideways belly roll. I got a lot of publicity from it, and the funniest thing was I was hoping that maybe somebody in the movie business or TV would contact me, and the best connection I got from the entire thing was a belly dancer class called me, and they wanted me to be a special guest in their class.
Wow, that was a surprise.
Say again?
That was quite a surprise. That was something you weren't expecting, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, it was so funny. I mean, I was a good sport about it, and I definitely went, and so they loved me. They took pictures. I felt like a little rock star for about 30 minutes.
We've been lots of this rock starring stuff, I think, because you were at the LA Kings playoff game recently. You're there for that game, weren't you?
Yeah. So actually, a friend of mine had secretly nominated me as the veteran of the game to the LA Kings, and they called and said, "Congratulations! We've chosen you, and we're going to honor you at the beginning and during the halftime of the first playoff game of the LA Kings playoff series." And that's actually right when they won the Stanley Cup. That was like the beginning series of when they won the Stanley Cup.
Must be.
So it was really exciting. It was a great honor. Everybody treated me so nicely, and we had a lot of fun. I met a lot of wonderful people, and I actually made a couple friends that I still keep in touch with today.
Wow, that's superb. We've also let's go on to some of the films. You've done some films and commercials, some short films before we talk about American Sniper. But just tell us about some of the films you've been involved in recently, because they've been quite amazing ones.
Yeah, I mean, there's I'm trying to constantly work and hustle and get myself out there and build my resume, and I was able to book a lot of commercials with, for instance, like Taco Bell and K Jewelers and Chevy. Booking commercials are a little bit easier because you walk into the audition room and you just have to be yourself. They're looking for your energy. They're looking for your smile. They're looking to see if you're easy to work with.
Yeah.
So booking commercials is something that you can do more easily in the beginning of your acting career. So I was able to, I was the lead in all of these commercials. It wasn't just like, I'm a face in the commercial, real quick. Like,
yeah.
I'm the main guy for these three commercials. And then I'm also trying to keep busy doing short films and working on my acting skills, but also networking and working with up-and-coming producers and directors. And one of the short films that we did actually was for a 24-hour film festival. And the 24-hour film festival gives you a script outline. They say you need to do this, this, and this in your...
Yeah.
But you have 24 hours to shoot it, edit, cut it, and produce it. And me and a bunch of military men and women, all military, all the entire cast and crew, we all got together, and we were able to compete in this. And there was almost close to 1,000 competitors 1,000 different short films, and we made it to the top 15.
Wow, that's
great.
That's a great achievement.
And it was our first time ever working together, too.
Wow, that is quite something. And are you still combining the two, or are you just purely acting now?
One more time, I'm sorry.
Sorry, are you because last time we were speaking, you were combining your career in the military and acting, but now is it just the acting now?
I just completed my naval service. Is that what you asked?
Yeah, and so it's full on with the acting. And I noticed you've also been doing some modelling and some judging beauty pageants. That's a tough call, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to be a jack of all trades, and everything sort of helps my career, my overall entertainment career, right? So I do some modeling, and it's something that, hey, if you're willing to take a picture of me and pay me, I'll do it. It's not my main focus, but I was actually contacted by a wonderful group called Pinups for Vets. And basically what they do is they dress up like old school Hollywood pinups, and they go to veterans hospitals and they thank the veterans, and they raise money for veterans hospital equipment.
That's a good.
And I personally know the founder of this group, and she is absolutely wonderful. She has such a pure heart, and so when she asked me to be a part of the organization for the calendar for 2015, I was like, absolutely. Whatever you need me to do, I will do it. So she asked me to be in the calendar. We took some photo shoots together, and I'm in September of the 2015 Pinups for Vets calendar. And they asked me to host the calendar release party 2 weeks ago. So I was hosting the event, and I also sang, and I was signing autographs in the September section of the calendar. It's pretty exciting. I mean, overall, it's like I said, it's helping my entertainment, my acting career.
We want to know what you sung.
It's a lot of fun.
No,
yeah.
It sounds a lot of fun. What song did you choose to sing?
I sang Frank Sinatra, Under My Skin.
Wow. Well,
it
is a jack of all
trades. And actually, so the Pinups for Vets, they had the release party, but they did it in conjunction with another organization that they're friends with, that they've worked with before, called the Dollface Dames Burlesque Troupe. So it was a burlesque dancer that asked me to sing for her performance. And so I said, okay, what do you want me to sing? And she asked me to sing a Frank Sinatra song, Under My Skin. So I said, I'll do it. So I sang that song for a burlesque dancer, which was a unique experience for sure.
You seem to get all the worst jobs.
Right? Yeah. I got that a couple of times where people say, how do I get your job?
Yes, that's what. Now, the Oscars last year. You were at the Oscars last year, and the after party.
I'm sorry.
That's okay, Ricky. That's okay. I can hear you well, and I think the audience can hear you, so that will carry on. You were at the Oscars last year. Are you at them again this year?
Oh, yeah, the Oscars, yeah. So this is a funny story, actually. So I want to go to the Oscars. It's the biggest event in, acting, entertainment career. And I wasn't able to go to the actual Oscars, but I had tickets to, like, a really cheesy Oscar party.
Yeah.
And so I was supposed to go with my friend, and I told my buddy to meet me there. So he's there, and he checked into the party, and I think I got lost. I was in an area where I had been there before, and so I thought that I was going to that same building that I had been to before. So I went straight to that building, and I said, "Hi, this is Ricky Ryba. I'm checking in for the Oscars party." And they said, "You're not on the list." And so I showed them the confirmation email. And they said, "Oh, okay, here are your VIP passes." And so I'm in this beautiful, amazing, super elegant Oscar party, and I'm like, "Hey, buddy, where are you?" He said, "I'm at the bar." I said, "I'm at the bar. No one else is here." So I realized we were at two different venues. So I told him to come over to my venue because I thought it was a little better. And so he comes over here, and we go into the VIP section, and they're giving away free drinks and food. They're giving massages. They're giving free facials, and it was incredible. Like, we were in a completely different world, and I don't know how we did it or how we got away with it, but it was a really unique and awesome experience.
Fantastic story. Well, you might be there this year because the other question I was going to ask you is about American Sniper, because you're in American Sniper, which has been massive around the world.
Yes, sir. Yeah. So I have I'll talk about the audition, and then I'll talk about the.
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah. So, I got a random phone call out of nowhere, saying, "Hi, we saw your website." Your website profile on a veterans organization called Veterans in Film and Television that I'm a part of, VFT. We had just created our online profile so that we could showcase our headshots and resumes, and you could contact us through that. So I get this call, and they said, "We saw your online profile, and we want you to audition for this Clint Eastwood movie." And I was like, "Are you serious? Is this real?" Like, I was a little skeptical, but I tried to be professional and polite, and I was like, "Okay, great, thank you." And I was asking a lot of questions. So I show up to the Warner Brothers lot, and I got there early because I wanted to go over my lines. And they called me. They're like, "Oh, you're here early. Why don't you just come in now?" I was like, "I wanted to go over my lines." And so they called me in, and they asked me to run my lines, and so I did. And they asked me, about my military experience, and I was reading for a pilot, and I said, I happen to have some pilot training. I actually wanted to be a pilot when I was graduating from the Naval Academy, but during football, I had injured my wrist, and I was no longer medically qualified to fly. So, but I had a month and a half training with a helicopter squadron. So they wrote that down, and then I didn't hear anything from them for about maybe 2 months, maybe more. And then all of a sudden I got a phone call saying, "Hey, you're our guy." And I could not believe it. And I was just like jumping up and down, high-fiving my roommate. I'm going to be in the Clint Eastwood movie. This is so cool. And so we get on to, I get to the set, and I noticed right away that everybody was so professional and so polite and courteous. And so basically my scene was on a 20-foot hydraulic system. There was the skeleton of a helicopter. And so I'm up in the helicopter, and the helicopter's moving all around on this hydraulic system, and it's shaking, and it's moving, and I have to maneuver my helicopter controls and remember these brand new lines that they're throwing at me. And so Clint Eastwood walks over, and he reviews my scene. He puts the headphones on. He's reviewing my scene, and I'm staring at him like a hawk. Like, does he like it? Does he not like it? What's going on? Like, is it bad? I know it's bad. I know I can do better. Please let me do it again. And so finally he takes the headphones off, and he kind of bobs his head up and down, and then he looks up at me and gives me this thumbs up, but it's like a really, really, really tiny thumb. It's not like a big thumbs up. It was like a small, tiny thumbs up. And I gave him a thumbs up back and tried to play it cool, but inside my head I was like, "Oh my gosh, Clint Eastwood just reviewed my scenes and gave me a thumbs up." Like, it was the coolest moment of my career.
Oh, what a wonderful story! What a wonderful story! Oh, that's absolutely brilliant. Well, thank you for sharing that with us, and it's been a pleasure talking to you, and as it always is, and we look forward to talking to you in the not too distant future.
Yes, sir. sure. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Ricky. Now we've got a Frank Sinatra song lined up, the one you sung, but I'm sure you're going to do it better. So next time, perhaps when you're our guest, we might get you to sing as well.
Absolutely, thanks.
Thank you very much indeed for coming on the program. It's an absolute pleasure, and good luck. And hopefully you'll
Thanks for having me, Craig.
get in the Oscars again this year.
Yes, sir. Look forward to it.
Thank you. Thanks, Ricky Ryba. And this is
All right, bye-bye.
This is Frank's version of the Ricky song.
I've got you under my skin.